Let's do it.
Oh, you fucking bitch. Oh, you bitch.
I'm sorry.
That's how it starts now, asshole. Welcome to the fucking podcast. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 53 of Ignore the Backlog podcast. My name is The Real Portz, and the ever absent but now present again Bunny is here. Present, as I said. Present Bunny,
Hi.
how you doing?
I'm here. I'm present. I'm
Did
present.
you bring me a present? I'm pretty sure people that leave somewhere and come back have to give a present.
I try to give you a present, but
I left it in your car.
you left it in the backseat of the car, so me and somebody else drank it. But
Yeah,
I'll send you
fair
something
enough.
else later.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Every time I try to give you a present, you leave it somewhere.
I know. It's because they don't mean anything to me.
So why would you want presents then?
Because I like the satisfaction of making you angry about it.
So you get that 5-second validation, be like, I have a present, and then you fucking never ever give it to.
Here's
throw it
my
to the ground.
process. Okay, I want someone to care about me enough to get me a present, but I also want the feeling of them caring about me, and then the shattering that happens when they realize I don't care about them. That's what I like.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, well, I know that.
Why would you do that?
Because it's fun.
That's fucked up, dude.
That's fucked up. You know what's not fucked up?
That's fucked
Well,
up.
sometimes fucked up is video games.
Yeah. There's some fucked up shit
Transition
this week.
flawlessly after 2 weeks of not recording.
I guess we kind of forgot how to do this.
Yeah.
So
that's
what the
fine.
fuck did you play these past 2 weeks?
Okay. Here's the thing, and I know you're gonna judge me.
Oh no! Did you just play fucking Dota again?
I'm in 2 holes right now.
Portz,
2
no!
giant holes.
No.
The first hole is Dota 2, which we know about. It's
Obviously.
it's the monkey on my back. I can't get rid of him. But the second hole
the game
is
and
I
monkey on your
can't
back.
play new games. It's not possible until Cyberpunk
Really?
because I'm playing fucking Fallout 3.
Oh, okay.
I've played. So I started on Friday, and I've played something like 20 hours.
Okay.
And also I'm still playing a shitload of Grounded, so there's that too.
Oh,
Which
that's
is a
good.
new game. That's a this year release, so
Yeah.
good for me. But I didn't realize that Fallout 3 and New Vegas, well, specifically New Vegas, has a mod where you can pull in Fallout 3 and play them all in one save.
Yes.
And it's fucking awesome because Fallout 3 then gets all the modded shit. You can mod your guns. Your followers have commands and shit. It's fucking real cool. So
Wait,
I
don't
haven't
they
gotten
have commands in Vegas? I feel like they do.
What?
The followers have commands in Vegas.
In Vegas, not in 3 though.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is
okay.
in 3 they get
you get all
have
the good shit from Vegas into
yes.
3. Oh.
Yeah. So my original plan
how
was
bad
to
3
evaluate which one I like more, but then I realized that this mod just makes Fallout 3 better than New Vegas. So
Yeah, it does with all that
it's
modification.
kind of unfair, but also I want to experience this because I've never experienced it. And it's not going back the historical way I wanted to, but it's so much better.
That's fair.
I didn't even know it existed until somebody, Hugh Graham on Twitter, shout out, told me about it.
Okay. I like this. So how has it been revisiting the story?
It feels like my
of
first
Fallout
fucking
3?
time. It feels
Really?
like, well, the story, the story's the story. It's kind of basic.
Yeah.
But exploring in Fallout 3 feels like I'm a kid in a candy store. And I've been when I was like first creating memories as a kid, and so I like have these vague senses of what things are and where things are.
Right.
But I don't have a full picture, and it's like rediscovering. It's like the last time I played Fallout 3, I was blackout drunk, which is not true, but it's like that because I don't remember much of it.
Yeah,
and
it's
now
just
I'm
been a long
getting
time.
to experience it again. You know, because when you bring up a game, it's like, oh, what would you love to like erase from your memory and then play through again? I kind of do that every 10 years with some games.
That's fair. Okay.
So it's been really cool. I'm very excited for New Vegas.
Good.
Because
I'm
I'm less familiar with that game. Because I 100%ed Fallout 3. I did not do that with New Vegas. Not even close.
Oh, really? Okay. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how USS both of these, and you should send me this mod so I can actually do this again.
Yeah,
Because
I'll send you the stuff.
I actually literally reinstalled Fallout 3 the other day, and I was like, yeah, I should revisit these.
It is called Tale of Two Wastelands. Just for people listening, in case you want to get on the nostalgia
join
train.
us. Join us, and then you guys can follow us on Twitter and post your guys' fucking shit shows of what you found in the wasteland.
Exactly.
It'd be fun. It'd be a fun shit show. All right,
It'd be a fun shit show. I have Lincoln's Repeater. It's really good.
Nice. What else did you play besides Fallout, Dota, Grounded?
That's pretty much it.
What do you think of the new content from Grounded right now?
So the zip lines are the new thing, and we didn't get to that.
No.
We have been very busy because we ignored the main story of that game for 25 hours.
Oh wow! Okay.
But it turns out the main story is actually very helpful for exploring and
it's
science
how you get
up.
around.
We didn't know about any of that, so it's been interesting going back to the quests because they have stuff that's like, cryptic about where these markers are that you have to go build. Like,
okay.
On top of Rake Rock or whatever the fuck. And then since we've explored the entire fucking map, we're like, oh yeah, we know where that is, and we just go there, and it's easy as fuck. We've now trapped 3 spiders that we can hunt over and over again because they spawn in our enclosings.
Oh, and, nice. Okay.
It's a great time. We're fucking killing it, honestly.
Nice.
The one thing we have left to do is build a second, bigger, dream base. Build our dream base.
The dream base.
We're going to wait till the next update for that because we had to start over this time because the last update broke our save file. So
that's usually
we're just
how it
gonna
goes.
Wait. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like with early access games, since I know you're not super familiar with builders and stuff, that's the best thing to do is just start over again. Okay.
It's a little bit disheartening because we would like to have a big sprawling thing, but I mean, I understand, because they renamed some of the items, added new items, so it's like it just can't. I understand that they can't, get all that in retroactively into your save.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's just it's the nature of the beast, and I've been doing builders for so long and stuff like that, survival games. It's just kind of how it is. Yeah. So.
Makes sense.
All right, all right.
Sense. So how about you? What you been doing? I don't know, in between moving and having 19 fucking day one job interviews, I don't know how you had any time for games, but did you?
Yeah. I did actually, surprisingly. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I got that day one interview job, so. But, okay, so. I know. I fucking, I boogied here. That's how much of a hard worker I am, yo. But anyway.
That's awesome.
I played Worms, the Worms game that came out a couple of years ago, because I just wanted something mindless and competitive at the same time, and it made me so fucking angry.
I love that your mindless has to include a competitive
node. Yeah, no. Okay, so this has been my mindless competitive week. So I played Worms. Fuck that game.
Do you remember which one that is that came out a couple years ago?
WMD.
It's still a 2D one, right?
Yeah, they're all still 2D.
On a 2D plane. Because there was one that was 3D that was fucking terrible in the
that one was on the... Wasn't that on the... I want to say that's on the 64? No. Shit, what was that on?
I mean, it would have been around that era. I think. Well, no, it'd be later than that. Like PS2 or something like that, I think.
I don't remember. But yeah, no. I only played the 2D ones, the traditional.
They're great.
Yeah, they're great. But fuck them. God damn, they made me so fucking angry. So after playing that, I played Injustice 2, which is a DC fighting game.
I fucking love that game.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
I'm not good at it. It would be like the repeat of Soul Calibur. But I would be willing to step into it because I like that game that much.
Okay.
I'll reinstall it right now. Fuck it.
Okay. Fuck it. Do it right now. I played that. I played some Mortal Kombat. I just fucking beat my head against competitive stuff. I played some Among Us with some friends while drunk. I was kind of all over the place this week. I did, however, play. I'm going to talk about 2 specific games. So I played Outer Wilds, which is that PlayStation exclusive game that came to the PC a year later. Back in 2019, I think. It won a bunch of indie awards. It went up against Gris, and it went up against Disco Elysium, and I know it won 1 award over Disco Elysium.
Which game?
Outer Wilds.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's actually really pretty. It's interesting. The space exploration is a lot of fun, and like flying the spaceship is actually super satisfying. So I'm playing it on my keyboard as well as my controller. Like trying to control the spaceship with mouse and keyboard is trash. And it's because it was designed for the PlayStation. It actually works really well in the controller, but I'm so used to WASD for moving.
Yeah.
So I'm switching back and forth. And I had a lot of fun with that. And it's really funny. And like, I spent the first 10 minutes roasting marshmallows before I realized that I'm an alien. And I'm like, oh, we're aliens. And we're going to go explore into space. And your spaceships and everything is like, because you're these woody people. And they're really cute, and it's really well designed. I wish there was voice acting, but there isn't any.
Honestly, what those creatures reminded me of was like Keebler elves.
Yeah, a little bit. Weird blue Keebler elves.
Yeah.
And they live in a tree, so their spaceships and everything is made out of trees and stuff. And then they complain about stuff being flammable, and it's really fucking cute. And yeah, I really enjoyed that.
There's some like strange. I haven't played it or watched anyone play it. Just like the weird sidestepping people have done when talking about that game. Is there like twists or like a weird element to it later?
I haven't gotten that. I've gotten only a couple hours into it, but I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna have to revisit it this week. Okay. I might actually play it when I return back to streaming, which is happening this week.
A lot of people called that. Or wait, did that come out? Yeah, that was last year, right?
Yeah, it came out last year, but it's 2 years older than that because it came out originally on the PlayStation as an exclusive, and then it came to the PC a year later.
Man, no one talked about it on the PlayStation, I feel like.
I know.
Huh. Okay.
It's kind of like, well, I mean, I guess Horizon Zero Dawn had much more coverage.
Oh, yeah.
But this was a little indie game that PlayStation picked up, so that's why it did so well, I think. So I played that. I'm really enjoying that. I played this weird little, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a shooter, but not a shooter. You have a melee weapon and you're like a little projectile. You remember in Nier Automata when you're doing those hacking games as 9S?
Yes. Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but over the top, and you have a melee weapon, and you're attacking all kinds of things as they come into the screen, and the game is called Breakpoint, and so you're trying to hit things in a certain order or a certain manner, and then as soon as you get down to so many hits, you break, and it explodes everything on the screen, or it explodes depending on how big of a charge you have. And it's really weird, but it's super satisfying, and it's this weird little indie game. I forgot who does it. I think it's QAG, I want to say.
I did like the hacking in Nier Automata.
I fucking couldn't stand it, but this is way better.
Would have liked it more. Yeah, if it was a little more fleshed out. Like, it was kind of bare bonesy, and
it was very bare bonesy.
And too hard, probably, for it being a side thing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, this is like over the top, down, it's 2D.
And also
it's just
way
like
overused
really
during, what's his name's?
9S's thing?
9S's thing, yeah. Fuck that.
Fuck that.
This is his whole fucking campaign, Jesus.
It's his entire campaign. It was literally the worst part of that fucking game. But yeah, it kind of reminded me of that. The music's actually really good, and it's got these kind of like bright colored neon 80s like retro new wave like kind of look of graphics, and it's just super satisfying. And of course, being competitive me, I want to get on that fucking leaderboard so bad, so I've been like just slamming my fucking head against this game. Again, competitive and mindless. It's perfect for me.
Have you ever played Devil Daggers?
Oh, yeah, I've been playing that too.
That game is fucking rad. And when it's the only game where I was like messaging my friends because it like takes your Steam user list and it automatically compares you.
Yeah.
So I was messaging people I would beat and be like, "Hey, bitch," with a screenshot.
I'll just beat your time.
Yeah, suck it. And
suck
no one
dick.
ever took me up on it.
I think my time is at my best time is at 197 seconds in Devil's Daggers.
I have no idea what mine is. I'm sure it's sub 1 minute probably.
Oh man, yeah, it's fucking brutal. And somebody's like, "Oh, you're not good at video games." I'm like, "Yeah, go play Devil's Daggers and then talk to me later."
That's a hard fucking game.
It's so fucking hard, dude. The last game I want to talk about, it's probably the game that I played the most in the past 2 weeks because it had a huge update and it's another survival game that I'm very fond of. And I actually was going to suggest this one to you since you're enjoying Grounded so much. I think you would really enjoy Raft. And they just had a major update to the story. They added zip lines, which I think is really funny that they just added those in Grounded too. So there's zip lines and stuff like that, and that's towards like the new end content. But again, like you said, it had to start over. So I like put 9 hours in the past 2 weeks with a couple of friends, just like fucking slamming my head against this game. And
it is kind of fun having that. I mean, it's not a roguelike, but it is like you get way better at it the next time through. Like,
oh yeah.
The first time we played Grounded, first of all, it was like both of our first time playing a survival buildy kind of game.
For sure.
And so it took us a long time to do anything. And this time we are blazing through it.
Oh, yeah, because you know everything at that point. Kind of.
We have a way better
the
base.
Basics.
And yeah, it's so great.
Yeah. So
that element is kind of satisfying about starting over. So you learn your lessons and, get more efficient.
You get better, stronger, faster.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love Raft. I love every time there's like a new major update because like it gets me really excited. There's these new biomes in the islands and stuff like that because last time they added the bears and shit like that and these like really like pine trees and like aspens and stuff like that besides these tropical islands because that's all it was before was all these different little tropical islands. And now there's like a desert island biome and then there's the bear biomes and just like it's just really pretty and it's really cool and I really enjoy how much this game is fleshing out, but I still want some more like actual water elements besides Bruce trying to murder you every like 2 seconds. So
okay.
But yeah.
I'll have to consider it for sure. Do you know how much it is?
I don't know what it is off the top of my head. Here, I can look.
Yeah.
Raft. It's $20.
I think the next game me and Fabian are going to play is continue our Divinity Original Sin.
Oh, yeah.
And that'll be another 60 hours or something. So God only knows.
God only knows. You're so...
We still have the Red Dead epilogue to get through as well.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I do too. Fuck! I forgot all about that. But yeah, that's all I played. It's been a couple weeks, so trying to play catch up on that.
Yeah. Sounds good. That's a good amount of gaming. I mean, shoot. I mean, it was 2 weeks, but
yeah, and I literally haven't started working even though I did get a job, so but that should be changing soon.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, you ready to do some news?
I am all about it. I haven't seen a lick of video game news in 2 weeks.
Well, you actually sent me something, and then we're gonna talk about that one too. Because I
forgot.
You don't remember this?
I don't. It'll be a fun surprise.
It'll be a brand new.
Actually,
thing
I have
for
a new one that maybe you haven't seen yet.
Oh, okay. You can send it to me now, and then we can
Gabe
go over
Newell wants to move to New Zealand.
He's already in New Zealand. He's been
I
living
know, but
in New Zealand for a while.
He wants to move Valve over there.
Oh,
it's a rumor. It just off some. Apparently, he's going to meet with the Prime Minister. So I don't know what that means or doesn't mean, but it might just be temporary. Or I know that would be kind of sad, even though it's never affected me. That actually, yeah, I mean it would because the TI usually happens in Seattle, and I've always wanted to go, and I never did, and now I've lost my chance.
Well, I think you lost your chance because of COVID anyway.
No, I know. No, that's what I mean.
Oh.
I lost it because of COVID, and then now he's going to move away. And the year before that, it was in China, so.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Rip.
Okay. So let's go into some news, and we're gonna talk about some of our favorites that we like to shit on over and over. Actually, we're not
call
gonna
this the shit corner or something like that. I don't
shit corner. Actually, it's not that bad, and I'm gonna kind of defend them to a point.
Oh, Jesus! I'll play devil's advocate. Come on, let's go.
Okay, you can play devil's advocate
or angel's advocate if you think it's good news.
I mean, yes and no. You'll understand in a second. So Blizzard decided after working on StarCraft 2 that it's going to stop future development and only working on balancing. And everybody was like super pissed and super upset. And like all the memes.
Wait. This is news from 2020?
Yes.
I would have assumed they already did.
I know. I thought so too, but apparently not.
Okay.
And
all
like...
right.
Everybody's all like
12 people still playing that game is going to be very upset.
Exactly. And like everybody was super mad and super pissed and like they're like, how dare you do this to StarCraft, blah blah blah. But StarCraft has been around since 2010. And with that idea that it was originally launched that it was going to have new DLC content every 2 to like 5 years or something like that, and it did. It actually did. There was Heart of the Swarm, there was Legacy of the Void, and then the last one was the Nova Convert. So it had.
That's cool.
It did have several. It did have
on the
several
later
DLCs.
end of 2 to 5, but yeah.
But and everybody was like comparing it to Overwatch because they're like Overwatch is super predatory, or like we have Overwatch 2 coming out after only 4 years after the original launch of Overwatch, and
that seems like a melodramatic.
A little bit. And like I was kind of on the side with most of the people, but now after like looking into this more, I'm kind of okay with it. Like StarCraft 2 is fucking 10 years old at this point, and like the fact that they're continuing to
cheap bastards.
But the thing is, like, I think that they're going to either work on a new engine for the next StarCraft 3, which is why they're continuing to stop work.
Well, that's the other thing. A sequel means more work for the developers. Way more. It might mean a little bit more for your wallet, but it's so much more development cost for them.
Exactly. And like that's what I'm guessing is that what they're gonna do. They didn't say that. They're just saying that they're stopping content for StarCraft 2. They're not saying that they're gonna axe it all together. They're never gonna make StarCraft 2 content. They're just saying, hey, we're gonna stop making future content for this so we can work on new projects.
Yeah,
and like
there's a fucking custom game maker in there. Go make your own game, idiots. Make your own content.
But not even just that, like the fact that it's going to be interesting to see how Blizzard does change future content for StarCraft, and if they do go with a different model like they did with Overwatch, where it's going to be loot boxes and like custom skins and stuff like that, because they didn't have that back in 2010. There wasn't like this super like mentality of loot boxes, skins, and all that bullshit until recent times, maybe about like 4 or 5 years ago. And so it'll be interesting to see if they do take that approach or if they continue the tradition where it's going to be like StarCraft 2.
I wonder how you would even do that in an RTS.
You could definitely do skins. Look at fucking Heroes of the Storm. They tried really hard with that.
Yeah, but it's a little different when like you're not focused on one unit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
It's you could definitely do it, but I wonder what the implementation looks like.
The implication, yeah, it would be
the implication.
Yeah, it's just the implication that it's going to be predatory.
If you're on a boat with Bethesda,
Bethesda, you mean Blizzard?
I was thinking of the traditionally predatory people.
Todd Howard? Okay. Yeah, it's going to be. I'm fucking looking at that helmet. I have a fucking video that I need to upload to Twitter of me singing "Tell Me Lies," "Tell Me Sweet Little Lies" to the helmet. While I was driving out here. It was perfect because I had this really cool mount. Anyway, but yeah, so I'm not super mad at Blizzard for axing
I'm not
StarCraft
mad at
2.
Don't be mad at all. It's just
exactly.
It's just bro.
Yeah,
they're keeping it alive. Like they're not axing the game, bro. Like calm down.
Yeah, they're gonna continue to keep balancing on it. They're probably still gonna have tournaments for it. Like they still have fucking tournaments for StarCraft 1 every once in a while. Like
Jesus Christ,
it's gonna be fine. Like it will get something new, and we'll have something even better come hopefully out of Blizzard. But it's probably going to be predatory as fuck. Anyway, so the next thing I want to talk about, and we've kind of talked about this a lot, but it finally got confirmed because there's been a lot of pushback against Sony, because Sony was like, yeah, it's going to the PlayStation 5 is going to be backwards compatible. But then they kind of like asterisk. And like everybody's like, oh, it's going to be great. I'm going to go dig out my PlayStation 3 games and blah 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 blah. And then they're like,
I don't know why people assumed that that's what that meant. Honestly, it seems a little ridiculous.
If you leave it open, people are just going to fucking assume.
It's a
They're
stupid
gonna fucking
messaging.
assume.
But
exactly.
Stupid parties on both sides.
Stupid parties on both sides. So they finally announced.
The statistics show that people don't play their backwards compatible games. So.
Well, I do, because I'm a fucking old person, and I literally found all my old PlayStation 2 games.
It's like 1 in 1,000 people who do.
Well, I'm special because I'm that 1,000.
You're 1 in 1,000. Yeah, that's a great.
Thank you. I always wanted to be 1 in 1,000.
Not 1 in a million. 1 in 1,000.
I'm like, anyway.
If you go to a mall, there's dozens of you.
There's dozens of us.
There are literally dozens of us.
Dozens of us. God, we've made references to so many shows today. So after some pushback, they officially announced that it's only going to be PlayStation 4 games. They finally confirmed that. And if you had any like remasters that were for the PlayStation 4, they will obviously work. Remasters of like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 3 games and stuff like that were pushed onto the PlayStation 4, those will still work on your PlayStation 5. But like if you downloaded stuff on the PlayStation Network, it may not necessarily work on your PlayStation 5 from what I've been reading. So old PlayStation 3 games and PlayStation Vita games and stuff like that, those are only still going to be available on those platforms. So, yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't understand how that coding entirely works.
Yeah. It feels like, I thought the direction they were going to go is everything is going to be on PlayStation now.
Right.
Like, so you only have to do the work once.
Right. But now it's
they
not
kind of stopped developing things for that, it seems like.
Yeah. I think that's what they're going with, and they kind of went against it, and so they're kind of backpedaling, and they're like, we may have overstepped our shit, and those PlayStation games that you love because the PlayStation 3 was amazing, besides the PlayStation 2, you won't be able to play those. I'm sorry. But yeah. So, it's kind of a bummer, because I literally just gave away my PlayStation 3 and all my PlayStation 3 games.
Idiot.
I know, with the thought of that. I'm like, I'll just download them on the PlayStation Network. So, I'm slightly upset
what are the greatest hits for you? What'd you get rid of?
I got rid of The Last of Us. I got rid of my Dragon Age. I got rid of Red Dead Redemption Remaster.
Oh.
What else did I get? I got rid of a lot of Spider-Man. The Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, I mean, you can rebuy that on PS5. You'll be fine.
Yeah, hopefully.
I think you said PS3 originally.
Yeah, PlayStation 3.
Spider-Man was on PS3?
Yeah, there was a Spider-Man game on PlayStation 3.
Okay,
it was really good.
Oh, Spider game. Okay.
Yeah, it was fucking good.
Spider-Man.
No, not Spider-Man. Okay. Spider-Man, not the good one that came out on the PlayStation 4,
okay.
but the one that came out on PlayStation 3, and it's the only reason why there's a PlayStation 4 one. Anyway. So yeah, everybody's sad.
Am I sensing a chip on your shoulder about a random PS3 Spider-Man game?
Yeah, maybe.
What's it called?
Thought it was Spider-Man. It's literally just called Spider-Man.
No, I don't think so.
What?
That's what the new one's called. That's what the PS4 one's called.
Oh, the Amazing Spider-Man. I'm sorry.
The Andrew Garfield one? There's no way it's good.
I love this. It was so much fun. I had a lot of fun with it. Yeah, I fucking loved it. I will fight you on this.
I'm gonna get it for my 360, and I'm gonna
do it, and then you could shit all over it, and then you'll be like, "Oh fuck, Buddy was right," and then you can stream it.
I'll never admit
it.
So
yeah, exactly.
I'll find the bugs and the shittiness.
I'll see it in your eyes while I watch you stream. I'll see it. I'll know. But yeah, also another thing that was confirmed by Kojima was PT is never coming to the PlayStation 5. which people have been apparently
obviously.
raging and banging. Banging.
Banging. They've been banging about it?
Yeah, they've been banging on the doors about it.
Tough
Sony!
Tough for girlfriends of gamers out there.
They've been
The banging's no longer about you. It's about Kojima and PT.
Yeah, Jeff is in there too, and he's watching.
You've heard of a pity bang, but have you heard of a PT bang?
Oh my god, that sounds terrible. We're gonna get canceled. Anyway, so I love speedruns. I think you know that. I've talked about it a lot. We talked about originally the Forrest Gump speedrun of the amazing game Outer Worlds, because I know how much you love that fucking game. And
did you say Forrest Gump?
Yeah, it's called the Forrest Gump run.
Oh,
it's when you play a stupid character and you get the stupid
I probably
ending.
was this confused last time you brought this up.
Probably. But like, so that, I forgot, it was like 11 minutes for the speed run for Outer Worlds, and like the developers watched it and they cried the entire time, and they were like ranting. They're like, he's missing our content.
So stupid.
I know. I laughed about it because like they don't realize how much that speedrunner loved their content to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And obsessed over their content to be able to do that. But somebody just did that with Baldur's Gate 3. And they beat the first, little lick of early access that is out right now, which is Act 1. They beat it in 7 minutes with no combat.
Wow.
Yeah. And I just want to see what the developers are going to say about this, because this literally just got published a little bit ago. And I don't think they've had time to react.
I feel like Larian probably have a better grasp of people that do that.
I would hope so. Larian Studios has been around for so fucking long. But they do say that the current act should be about 20 hours of content. So...
Wow.
But also, it's early access, so this might change. So the speed run, how he did this was he literally gets a spell that increases his jump distance, and he jumps across the entire map to the very end.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's so fucking stupid,
That is
dude.
amazing.
He achieved a 7-minute run after about 200 attempts of doing this.
Can you imagine trying to speedrun an early access game? You know that you're going to have to relearn because they're going to patch all the shit you're going to do.
Oh, yeah, they're going to patch all this shit because there's recordings of this. He has, like, multiple recordings of, like, his times and stuff like that, and his 7 minutes was his, like, 200th or some odd attempt. And he recorded it all, and he's been posting it everywhere and stuff, and he's like, fucking jump the distance or some shit like that. I can't remember what he said. But yeah, all he does is literally just jump across the entire map until he's at the very end of the act. And it's the fucking dumbest thing, because I watched it, and I just fucking laughed. I'm like, oh, they're not going to show any spoilers. I'm just going to skip the fucking promotion or the like, ending or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll just watch the actual thing. And it was the dumbest fucking thing. But they're probably going to have to fix it. They're going to have to probably patch it out and stuff like that. So this will probably be the only 7-minute run of this crazy madness. Which is kind of bummy, but at the same time, it's also, exposing the weaknesses of an early access game.
Yeah. Fair enough. And that might be helpful to them,
Yeah, I think so as a developer.
Unless they want to leave it in there. That'd be hilarious.
Oh my god, if they left that
that'd
in
be
there.
That'd be like the Mountain Blade 2 where you could be a baby. They should have left that fucking shit in. Should have fucking left that in.
I forgot about that, where you could be a baby the entire time. Oh my god.
Boss baby, but it's Mountain Blade 2.
Boss fucking baby, dude. Holy fucking shit. Okay, perfect. Amazing. Wonderful. Okay, so the last thing I want to kind of touch on, and you actually sent it to me, and we kind of talked about it a little bit, was the Sega Programmer Nightmare.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, this was depressing as fuck.
This was super fucking depressing. So
I don't read whole articles, but I read this guy's whole article, and I'm on his side.
I fucking cried.
Timothy Dawson. I love you, bud.
Yeah,
Hope you're okay.
Tim Dawson, I hope you're okay, and I hope we're on your side, especially with the time crunch that's now happening.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything that we're on your side. We don't have any resources for you. We can't hire you or do anything for you, but
I'll follow you on Twitter.
our hearts are, go out to you.
Yeah,
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers. No, I sympathize with him, and like, I think more exposure to like this behavior in the industry needs to be told, and like that's my biggest worry with Cyberpunk right now because Project they just announced they're crunching, and like everybody is having to work fucking 6 days. And Tim Dawson talks about his experience on Sega's project, the Golden Axe prototype. And it was not good. It was a horrible experience. He called it a fucking nightmare. What happened was this week, Sega had their big fucking, 20 years? Their 20-year anniversary or something?
Something like that. They gotta be around longer than that, right?
Maybe 30 years? I don't fucking know. I'm old.
Yeah, 25. Who cares? Long time. Sega
Long
been
time.
around.
It's Sega, but it was the Sega anniversary. There was a huge shit on Steam. A bunch of their games were free. You guys probably already saw all this stuff, but one of the games that they announced was going to be Golden Axe Prototype. And Tim Dawson took to Twitter, writing a huge thread against Sega launching this game and sharing the reasons why it was a fucking terrible game.
Apparently, it came out of nowhere. Like, nobody was told it was going to come out. It wasn't expected that this would be a released product. But they threw this nothing out there for free for some reason. Like,
yeah,
they're not milking money out of it. Like, what is the point? They were just like, oh, we haven't done anything in a while. Put that out there.
Yeah, so they were promoting this for free for everybody to pick it up. And if you were lucky enough to pick it up, it's been removed from Steam per Sega because of this whole like conflict and everything, which is kind of good on Sega's part. But like, I think that these people should
once it's out there, the damage has been done. You know?
Exactly, yeah. And like Tim Dawson talks about like this toxic, horrible shit that was the industry, and some of the things that he said, quote, management wanted an attack animation playing in the game by the end of day. That's what somebody came up and told him. He said, quote, and they think that this project's in trouble. While I was busy coding enemy AI and soft lock combinations simultaneously, he would get harassed.
Basically, they were threatening, like, we don't think the game is doing well if you don't deliver this shit by the end of the day.
Yeah, and he was constantly...
That's fucked up.
He was constantly under this threat and this bereavement, working like fucking 14-hour days almost every day of the fucking week, never taking any time off, and like these unrealistic standards that was the industry. And like this game came out back in 2012, or this game was in development in 2012, and like he would just get berated like this. And so they had this whole idea behind this game and stuff, and then eventually he presented it to like their management, and they're like, where's the factor? Or this isn't like God of War and blah blah blah. And they're like, this isn't what you guys asked for. And then like they just fucking would berate the shit out of his game. And even though that's what they were asking for, and like he was constantly crunching, trying to make this game. And so
why would they be talking about God of War in 2012?
I don't know, dude.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, one of the
fucking middle management.
I know the lead designers once again complained it wasn't God of War like 3D brawler like he wanted. And it's like Jesus fucking Christ, fucking get your shit,
ridiculous request in 2012.
Yeah, in 2012, get your fucking shit together. And so like he fucking talked about how he just felt dead inside because he had been working like this for months and like 7 days a week, 14-hour days. And so at the very end of his like long Twitter rant and stuff, he told Sony to go fuck themselves, parasites. And I was like, yes, call them parasites. That's the most fucking cool insult I've ever heard.
Yeah. Yeah, because you could easily end it with go fuck yourself. And it's like, yeah, okay, disgruntled. But then parasites, it's like, ooh, matches the narrative. You know?
Ooh. You fucking
stings.
asshole.
I wonder if it's even the same fucking people in charge at Sega at this point. I don't know how much turnover they have.
I mean, probably not, as much as I hate to say it, but like still, like, yeah. It's interesting.
I can see a world where like different people made this decision and didn't know So that's the only kind of olive branch I could give Sega at this point. Is like maybe whoever made the decision to put it out there had no idea what the history behind it was.
Yeah.
And so this was 8 years ago.
Yeah. A Sony spokesman did eventually reach out to a lot of people, and they said, we certainly didn't mean to dredge up any painful memories from Mr. Dawson. And
then they were like, yeah, we're
colleagues.
parasites sucking in your mama's titties. No, wait, no. I dreamed that one.
Yeah, we dreamed that one.
I wish corporations talk like that, dude.
Oh my God, we would be able to shit on him so much more. His former colleagues or appear disrespectful. We moved the line from Steam copy that could have been taken as a slur on development because what they were. So the worst thing about this whole thing was what they were calling the game. They were calling it Golden Axe Prototype Cancel. And it was just kind of really shitty of them to call it that.
Right.
After everything, they're like, oh yeah, this game was canceled, so we're going to call it Prototype Canceled. And it's like, good fucking job. Good job, Sony. Especially after you fucking berated these people to like fucking push them out. And like crunch until you make this shitty game and then you're not happy with it because you fucking berated these people into like making a video game in a short amount of time.
So
like,
the thing they removed was a quote about the game being janky and buggy but with a positive spin.
Yeah. It was super fucked what they were calling the game. Like I actually was able to get it. Let me see if I can pull it up. Golden. So I was able to pick it up. I still have it on my Steam list, even though it's been removed from the store. So I'm actually going to try it this week at some point so I could talk about it next week. But yeah, the things that they had on it and like the things that they said about it were just fucking horrendous. That how much they shit on this game themselves. And it's really weird. It's like, why would you do that to it? Yeah. And then, but the best thing about it on Steam is a lot of people were like, thank you, Tim, by making a fuss over proof of concept and calling the publishers parasites. Because it's not finished. The game isn't completely finished. So that was the biggest flaw about it. But yeah. Everybody's just been shitting all over it and everything. It's been kind of great to see that everybody rallied behind Tim and said, fuck you, Sony.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Sony. But anyway, that's pretty much it for the news this week. It's kind of a shorter news week for 2 weeks.
I mean, it was a little spicy, though.
It was a little spicy. There was some drama. People were rallying against Blizzard, and I was like, actually, meh, for once. I wasn't up in arms.
Huh.
I know.
There's some RuneScape drama if you want to burn a little more time.
Sure, go into it.
So one of the biggest content creators for old school RuneScape ever, probably RuneScape ever, is a guy named Settled, who has this series that's been going on for, I think, over 2 years. Where he's playing this account that is locked to one section of the map. Called Mauritania. It's like this swampland. So everything he does on this account, he's an ultimate Iron Man, which means he can't use a bank. He can only use the 27 or 28 slots in his inventory.
Jesus Christ.
He can only do content that's in this, this section of the map.
Right.
And he's aiming for end game shit, like a raid.
Right.
And so he's been doing this. I mean, upload a video every 3 months for 2 years or whatever.
Jesus.
It came out recently that he was letting his girlfriend like train on the account, like help him out, basically. And account sharing is sort of against the rules, but although it's a little bit vague, because it's like for real world trading and stuff, there's like some strange rules around it. So it's technically fine, but people still think, oh, like you didn't really do it yourself. I don't really give a shit. It's like the guy spent, 6,000 fucking hours doing this. Like, Jesus. I don't give a shit if his fucking girlfriend's doing it for 3 hours an afternoon or whatever,
Yeah.
So Anyway, when she broke up, she vindictively showed proof that she was doing that so that people would try to cancel him. It didn't work because it never does.
Okay.
And then recently, in his most recent upload, he revealed that he died and lost all of his shit.
Oh, no.
So he has all of his stats still, which is the main piece, but all of his equipment, like, it's probably 1,000 hours worth of equipment. It's probably 1,000. So, but people are really mad. A couple people. I don't know how many people really. It's like Reddit threads, and some people on Twitter are, one, going, you deserve this because of your girlfriend, like account sharing shit.
Yeah.
Two, they're saying you're fucking just milking content like the death was fake.
You think so?
And I find that hilarious. That was my first thought because I think it's a funny thought.
Right.
I think it's funny if he did that. He wouldn't do it because 1,000 hours of RuneScape is death.
Yeah.
Like, especially something you've already done. Like,
right.
The incentive for keeping going is it's the most successful RuneScape content out there. So it's not like it's implausible, but I don't think so. He's too close with every other content creator, and he has some guests and stuff, and like he's pretty transparent about his life, other than the fact that his girlfriend was on his account.
Right.
Either way, it doesn't really matter to me, but I just think it's funny that people are so quick to
butthurt.
So quick to find that, like take the giant down, I think is what that instinct is, right?
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's stupid. That's so fucking stupid.
I do think people are overblowing the reaction because this happens with RuneScape. It happens with every community that I'm a part of, or even anything. Fucking anything.
Right.
The reaction to something is way bigger than the fault or the shitty takes. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I'll see one thing about, like somebody has this bad take and then 30 fucking tweets about, I can't believe people are saying this. And it's like, yeah, but you're giving way more platform to the person who said that than they ever would have gotten because you just saw one out of 1,000 fucking people say this, and you're just boosting that fucking voice.
Right. That's no. It like, what is it that all publicity is good publicity at the end of the day? Yeah. No.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. That's funny. I mean, I guess it depends on how much his girlfriend was playing it. I probably wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't give a fuck. That's just me, though. Like, I
can't imagine she was playing the majority, though.
Yeah, no, for sure. Especially if she died.
Like, why would she?
I don't know.
A lot of people, when that first came out, were like, dude, Settled's got that kind of dick that gets her to play RuneScape for you. Like most guys playing RuneScape can't even get a girlfriend, but this guy gets her to play his account for him.
That's amazing. Holy fucking shit, I love it. Oh my god, 10 out of 10. Can I get somebody to play video games for me? Nah, fuck that shit. I want to play my own video games.
Nah, you want to do it yourself. Yeah. You're competitive.
I could do it all by myself. Okay.
Let me see you do it.
Let me see you do it. Hey. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. That's what we got.
Cool. Good week back. Welcome back.
Good week back. Thank you.
Welcome back, listeners. Hopefully you enjoyed the spoilers with a Z about Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, hopefully you did.
Finally recorded that after years of teasing it.
Yeah, we talked about it forever. We should probably do some more of that shit. Maybe do some deep
I don't know what it would be.
Fallout?
Cyberpunk?
Ooh, Cyberpunk or Fallout 3 in New Vegas, maybe.
Is that really? Would anyone give a shit?
I don't know. Maybe? Okay. BFF Jill. Okay. Well, you guys...
Wow, I haven't heard that in fucking forever. Holy shit.
I say it all the fucking time. We're gonna fucking bring back everything.
Holy hell. All right.
We're
Pwned.
Bring it. Oh my god, no. No.
I'm gonna start saying pwned.
You're pwned.
You're pwned.
You're
I'm gonna
pwned.
start saying it in real life, though. I'm gonna say something good in a work meeting. Pwned.
Pwned.
Fucking pwned.
Pwned. Okay.
Anyway, thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah, thanks
Appreciate
for listening.
it. Give Bunny a follow, Evil Space Bunny, on the Twitter. Us, Ignore Backlog. And myself, The Real Portz, with a Z.
With a Z.
With a Z.
With a Z.
A Z.
And then I should be returning to streaming this week. If you missed my Wednesday stream, I will be trying to stream also on Friday as well. My work schedule's a little weird, and I'm working nights now, so it's gonna be.
Is it gonna be consistent or no?
It's gonna be. I don't know yet. I gotta figure it out. I'll find out more tomorrow. But yeah, hit me up on Twitch at Evil Space Bunny. And when are you returning? You're returning in November, yeah? It's official.
Well, I want to do it next week. But it depends because I'm on call right now.
Yeah, I know. You told me.
Yeah, it depends. I'm just saying it for the podcast. You know?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
We're still recording the podcast.
We're still recording a podcast.
BT Dubs, which is ending right now.
Okay, we love you. Good luck. Have fun. Die. Okay, bye.
I thought you were going to tell him to die.
I almost did. Okay, we need to stop.
Goodbye.